Welcome to Detroit Sports Jersey Media, Sundays from 11 a.m. to noon, broadcasting live from Detroit and stretching to the heart of Central Texas, here on FM 88.1 WHPR with co-hosts Longhorn and the Jersey Girl. Straight sports talk, no professionals here. And now, here's your host that never gets it right, but is never wrong, Will Sims.
All right, welcome to Detroit Sports Jersey. I'm your host, Will, sitting up here with the Jersey Girl.
Hey.
And the Longhorn. What time is it, Longhorn? You there, Longhorn?
Time, Detroit Sports Jersey Media Time. What's up, Jersey Girl? What's up, Will? What's up, Detroit and the metro area? Let's get it on.
All right, welcome to the pregame show. Check
That's
it
right,
out.
Pregame. Okay, let's go ahead and get out the way.
Here he go again.
I know, right?
All right, let's jump off into it. Michigan State. It's around the world. Everybody saw it.
Yeah.
Jersey Girl, what happened to your Wolverines?
And playing. He didn't fall on the ball. That's all he had to do. That's all he had to do. Just fall on the ball. Bless his heart.
Well, like I said before,
he's gonna remember that for the rest of his entire life.
To.
Well, like I said before, he's not ready. Michigan is not ready for the big dogs yet.
But see, and that's the other thing too. Yeah. And you're right.
They're not ready. They're not ready.
They're not ready yet because they're coming off what?
It could have went. If he'd have just fell on the ball,
but he did.
They would have won the game. It was only 10 seconds left in the game. If he'd have fell on the ball, they would have won the game. Would they have been ready?
Longhorn, let me tell you something right now. He did.
Lord, he did. You know what, Jersey
We don't
Girl,
play ifs and ands around here.
Watching the game, I was like, please win the game.
See, he over there begging for a win. See, I'm looking at reality. They ain't ready.
And that, like I said,
if they was ready, they wouldn't have made that mental mistake.
They made a couple of mistakes. They made a couple of mistakes. They did. You cannot admit, or you can't say that they didn't. They made some mistakes.
Yeah, it just wasn't that one. Yeah, that one play cost them game, but it was many other plays.
I was about to say there was a couple other plays. Blown coverage on the fullback scoring a touchdown.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Yeah, what about that one? Wide open. What fullback is wide open like that?
What was that? That was awfulness. And then your boy Jake Rudock, God bless him, but he can't throw. He does not have the arm to throw a deep pass, and that's going to bite him too. If you're not going to be able to throw deep passes, if your run game is, it was good, but it was not excellent by far yesterday, you're not going to win that far. You're definitely not going to beat Ohio State doing that. You're not.
The quarterback, I don't know, what does Jim Harbaugh see in him? He's not the greatest, you're right, but he's obviously better than the options that are there right now. And this is just a guy who I think they got as kind of a stopgap, somebody who would help at least, manage the game, manage the offense enough to get those good wins. But is he their guy? Not yet. Not by any stretch of the imagination. You know what I get out of that?
What?
I think that he got the same mindset that the Washington Redskins have with Kirk Cousins, because the word up there is Kirk Cousins is great in practice, but he don't show it in game time. That's why they stick with him, because he's the best quarterback they have during when they practicing. Mm-hmm. But in the game time, it don't show up.
No.
And I think that's what's going on with Michigan, that maybe he's a good quarterback at practice, but I don't see it in game. I'm not. He's not sold on him.
He's not. He's not going to be a top 10 draft. He's not going to get drafted. He's not going to the draft.
Top 10?
He's going to.
He ain't going to be in the bottom 10.
He's going to be a pediatrician. Doesn't everybody say that?
Yeah,
but I'm saying
he's the bottom 10?
He's not going to. He's not what they need right now. He's just kind of a stopgap, like I said. He was somebody to fill the gap between the two quarterbacks last year, Devin Gardner and Denard Robinson, or Devin Gardner strictly, and then he's gone. I'm sorry, my bad.
Hold on.
My bad.
He's bringing him back,
but he's just a stopgap. He's definitely not the guy who he wants in the end. And I think that's what we're just trying to get to. We're treading water until we get to where he needs to be. That's my thought.
Also, I wasn't impressed with the running game yesterday either.
That didn't impress me. I'm not impressed with that total offense, to be honest with you. See, especially
The offense let me down.
You know,
I was looking for that. You know, the defense let me down because I was looking for not a shutout. I knew it wasn't going to be a shutout, but come on now.
I was about to say they weren't getting a shutout,
not
but honestly, they
the score was too close to
they
me.
stopped them on fourth down every time. They stopped them on fourth down every single time. They did. The defense did. They stopped Michigan State on fourth down every single time they went for it. Even that little trick play.
Again. Now we say offense
but we
again.
know that their offense was going to need some work. Even going to the spring game, their offense sucked. They sucked it up. Their defense is far ahead of their offense.
Well, I'll give you that. I will give you that. Yes, the defense, is ahead of the offense.
It is.
But you have to be ready all around for the big dogs when they come to play.
And they're not. And that's the
as
thing.
simple as that.
And that's okay.
You can't beat up on the JV teams and tell them you have arrived. You have not arrived until you beat the big dogs.
And that's what I said. That's exactly what I said last week.
When the Hawks beat up on the JV Lions and the JV Bears and somebody told me they have arrived, I'm not going to say anything else about that.
We're going to talk NFL a little later on. We talking about the Seahawks.
Oh, the Seahawks.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm going to check you about that old, man, I wish this was serious. I like so because here, get the dump button ready. Man, this video. You see that video? He had to put in there to check me on. Man, please. I'm going to talk about that later. But hold on. Let me tell you something, though. You cannot beat up. Like I told everybody before, pump your brakes with my man in town. He didn't do all that good. He didn't do all that good coming in. Now, let me granted this. He didn't do all that good at Stanford his first couple of years.
No.
Now, granted, they are playing better football than they was before in the past. I give you that.
Right.
But to put them up on this pedestal, one analyst going to say that they're going to be in the playoff picture and all that.
I know.
They're not going to the playoffs. I don't know 5-2 record.
But I do remember a certain co-host last week saying to take off the brake pads, the rotors, everything like that, because Michigan train is coming through. Longhorn.
Oh, yeah, by the way, here go your, you want to hear your Michigan fight song, huh? Womp, womp, womp. There it is. There it is. There go your Michigan fight song now.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing that I think we as Michigan fans need to remember. We need to chill out and put our heads over our hearts in this situation. We are so anxious for them to come back and be great and be back on the national
You're anxious
pictures.
And desperate.
We are. But at the same time, you have to remember, this is going to take a little bit of time. And yes, those wins and the shutouts and all that other stuff kind of, quote unquote, accelerated it. But it's still going to take some time. And obviously...
Yeah, but I'm not going to be a Wolverines fan who waits to the end of the season and be like, oh, yeah, now we're in the playoffs. Now let me throw on my Go Blue. You know what I'm saying?
No, of course not. I'm Go Blue all day
end.
long. But I understand it's going to take some time. As much as I hate to say it, I know it's going to take... This team isn't ready yet. They're still not
rebuilding.
Ready. I know. They are kind of rebuilding. They're getting the guys in that they need, all that good stuff. But I still think that this team obviously is not ready to beat Ohio. They're definitely not ready to beat Ohio State just yet.
So how many years? What about Penn State and Indiana?
Penn State, I think, is going to be a very good game. It's going to be close. I think it's going to be a very good game. They play at Penn State, and I think that's going to be another one if they're able to pull that one out. I think that's going to be another kind of statement win, if you will, to say that, yeah, we're getting back on track, back, where we need to be. Harbaugh's already beaten 2 ranked teams in BYU and Northwestern, and they were ranked pretty high. And so that's something that Brady Hoke really wasn't able to get into. He never really did beat any ranked teams, and I think that's part of it.
Right,
They're starting.
So, okay, they got 5 games left. Win or loss. Minnesota,
I think they're going to kind of take some of their aggressions out on Minnesota. So they're probably going to win that one.
Rutgers,
I think they got that one.
I don't think that's going to be a catwalk for Rutgers. I really don't. I think that Rutgers going to give them problems. I really do.
It could be. But if they had their quarterback still spiking the ball on 4th down.
well, he was caught up in the moment. That was just caught up in the moment type thing.
Oh, okay. That was caught up in the moment. But what Michigan's punter, that was just awful.
Caught up in the moment?
Yes, he was caught up in the moment.
Indiana.
Indiana, that'll probably be a win as well.
Okay, and Penn State and Ohio State.
Penn State and Ohio State, they're going to be tough. Ohio State, I don't think they're going to beat. They're not beating Ohio State just yet. Penn State, it's going to be a tough game, but hopefully they'll be able to pull it out.
Well, all right. That's what I say. I say out of 5, I say we're going to take 3. Minnesota, Rutgers, and Indiana.
That ain't getting you in the playoffs, though.
It's not. Nobody's talking about playoffs.
We're not going to the playoffs.
We're not. We already have 2 losses. They're not going to the playoffs.
Yeah, they're not going to the playoffs. I can see that. But I would give them 2 more years, and we'll be a contender for the playoffs.
I think so.
Give me 2 more years there, Will.
Let me say this. 2 more years, yeah, that's about what it took for him to get it right at Stanford. So you're right. This year and after next year, 3rd year, Michigan should be clicking.
Should be.
3rd year,
should be clicking.
They should be clicking. And by then, they should have a quarterback that's better than what they have right now and a better running game. The defense, because like you said before, you're playing still with Brady Hoke players.
Right.
So that's number 1 right there. Even though, like I said, they playing better than what they were last couple of years. I mean, this 1 year they playing way better than what they have been. I mean, they was like your Detroit Lions. They wasn't even entertaining these last couple of years. At least their defense is ahead of the offense. You know, they playing great defense.
Right.
Not great, but better defense. Because if they're playing great defense, they'd have shut out Michigan State yesterday.
Well, they weren't going to shut out Michigan State.
Well, if they were playing great defense, they could have. They was playing great.
If they were, if they did,
and you think about it,
let the fullback.
The recruiting since Harbaugh came on board, his recruiting class is pumped up now too. So in the next 2-3 years, his recruiting class that he brought in, they're going to be excellent.
They're going to be good. Like I said, I still think the future is bright, and I think that Michigan fans allow themselves to get a little too caught up in the moment and too high. And that's okay, because that's what you like to see. That's what you want to see. But at the same time, you have to keep expectations, to kind of where they are. And that's the hard part.
At least we both got on our Michigan jerseys.
Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure. Like I said, go blue all the time. And it's just, do you want to beat Yes, you want to be the Spartans. Do you have to tip your hat to the Spartans? You certainly do.
Let me put this out there. The show ain't going to be on YouTube this week. I done messed it up, so I'm just throwing that out there. You want to call in 313-868-3688 to join in on this conversation. I just unscrewed the whole camera system up. That's why I've been jumping up and down. I'm sorry, but it is what it is. What can I say?
He tried.
No professionals here. You just like the Lions offense.
Oh.
Okay. Whatever. Let's go to a quick commercial break right here. We'll be back after a word from our sponsor.
For a head that's as smooth as a billiard ball, don't settle for anything less than a Cobra razor, because it's designed to comfortably transform from a face shaving razor to a head shaving razor with just the click of a button. Treat your head to the closest shave you can imagine at CobraRazors.com. Cobra Razors, for a head that's as smooth as you are.
Hello, Detroit Sports Jersey listeners. If you would like to be a sponsor of Detroit Sports Jersey, the email address is info@DetroitSportsJersey.com. And the phone number is 313-624-7814. We air every Sunday at 11 a.m. Eastern on FM 88.1 WHPR with live streaming at FM 88.1 WHPR.com. Detroit Sports Jersey offers reasonable sponsorship rates. Detroit Sports Jersey is sponsored by ENO Productions/Fiverr. That's Fiverr. ENO Productions/Fiverr does video production work, and this is where Detroit Sports Jersey goes for video work week after week. Again, that's ENO Productions/Fiverr. That's Fiverr.
All right, welcome back to Detroit Sports Jersey. We're sitting up in here with the Jersey girl and the Longhorn. What time is it, Longhorn?
Game time, prime time. Detroit Sports Jersey Media time. Woo woo.
I'm gonna tell you right now.
Tell us right now.
I'm gonna give y'all.
Not right later.
I'm gonna tell you the team to watch out for, and I watched this game the whole game from beginning to end. Baylor.
Oh man,
they
Baylor
have a three-headed monster down there offensively that I don't think nobody is gonna stop. And I truly mean that. I'm gonna give you some fuzzy numbers here.
Give us fuzzy numbers on
the quarterback, Seth Russell. He was 20 of 33 for 380 yards and 5 touchdowns. He rushed 14 times for 160 yards and 1 touchdown. Actually, the coach said he's the best next thing he done had since he had RG3. Corey Coleman, the receiver, 10 catches, 199 yards, and 3 touchdowns. And Shock Linwood, the running back, 19 for 84 yards. The Longhorn Baylor is down there in your neck of the woods.
It is.
That's right.
Matter of fact, don't you live right around the corner? 12. Don't you live right around the corner from Baylor?
I live about 45 minutes to an hour drive from Baylor.
You ought to go check out one of their games, man. I mean, they really impressed me yesterday.
They got a real nice stadium, brother.
I was trying to find a game that I could match up with this. I couldn't find this. I couldn't find one.
Well, you think about it. Texas is all football.
Okay,
Texas is all football.
Okay, Longhorn, pump your brakes again because the Longhorns suck. Texas Longhorns suck down there.
I didn't say Longhorn. I said Texas. I didn't say Longhorn behind that, did I?
And then if you want to go pro, Cowboys sucks also. So just pump your brakes on y'all with that. Y'all got the market cornered on football.
I said Texas is all about football.
Now, that is true. That's just like a religion down there.
There are more football fans in Texas than there is in Michigan. You can take that to the bank, brother.
Oh, but you know what? You know what I love?
You know why?
What?
Why?
Because we're the biggest state in the union, number one. That's one reason why.
No, that's Alaska.
Ooh, check on your history. That's an F on your history test. That's a straight up F. Continue.
What are you talking about?
Alaska.
You heard her. She said Alaska. You heard her. She didn't stutter.
Alaska.
You heard her.
Alaska.
Did she need to spell it for you?
In the union?
Yes, honey. Alaska is the biggest state in the union.
Alaska's not in here with the 50 states. I'm talking about down here. You know,
Lord.
Michigan,
how many states is in Texas?
On our map, the map that you learned in the map that you learned in geography class on where to put the states at. Who's the biggest state?
The biggest state is Alaska.
He still want to argue.
I was about to say the biggest egos, yes, are in Texas, but the biggest
Well, everything big here in Texas.
Yeah.
But listen, let me tell you what I do like about. Let me tell you what I do. I do love about Texas football, especially when it comes to high school. Them damn high school stadiums look like college football stadiums.
That's
yeah, they do, don't they?
Yes, they really do, man.
They do. They get behind their high school football like it is college.
What's that TV show? What's that? Not Hard Knocks. What's the
Friday Night Lights?
Yeah. You ever watched that?
I never watched it.
Oh my
I saw
God.
the movie.
Man, they are crazy down there about that. It's like a religion, man.
It is. High school football is it down there.
Down there, Alabama is big down there. Florida, yep. Them 3 states right there. That football is like God to them.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
that's right.
But
that's right. So you better ask somebody. You come down here half stepping.
But no, Longhorn, for real.
Okay, who you think? All right, let me ask you a question.
Okay.
Baylor versus Michigan State. Who will win?
Oh, Baylor all day long. Come on.
Baylor versus Ohio State. Who will win?
Baylor. I'm taking Baylor. I watched that game last night, Ohio State and Penn State, and I. It's funny that you said that because I was trying to do the comparison in my head. I still got to take. Y'all got to see these boys play. These numbers is misleading. These boys can play football. I'm telling you, man.
They can ball down there.
I'm telling you, the 3-headed monster down at Baylor. Man, I'm watching this game. I'm like, oh my God, we need this here in Michigan.
Baylor versus Alabama.
I'm taking Alabama, fool. You know.
I knew you was going.
Yeah, roll tide, roll, huh? Go Bama!
He just don't want to go against his boy Nick.
Alabama's my number one team. They blew out who they played yesterday. Ooh.
They played.
Who did they play?
Texas A&M.
Yep. Blew them out.
Oh yeah,
blew them
but
out.
they still not going.
It was a game at first, then they blew them out. It was a game at first, then they blew them out.
Bama's not going to the championship.
Was it really a game?
I mean, score-wise, yes, and then they let them have it. But
they
still.
let them have it?
No. Not like that. I'm saying that Alabama
I'm with you, Jersey girl. They let them have it.
No, they didn't let them have it. After, they tied it up, they're like, all right, it's time to get going now.
Let me tell you why I love Alabama.
Why do you love Alabama?
Because
Nick Saban.
Yeah, because I love his mentality. Because he'll win a championship and he's still not happy. Like, damn, Nick, it only can go just to the championship. There's nothing else after that, Nick. But he's already preparing for the next year. He hate losing, and I love that.
What he's not prepared for. He wasn't prepared for last year, and he ain't gonna be prepared for this coming year.
How come he ain't? They played last year with one loss.
For the championship game, was he?
They played last year for one loss. They was in the playoffs with one loss.
Yep.
But did they win the championship?
No, but that's why he was pissed. But they did.
Are they gonna go back? Are they going back this year?
Yes, they will.
Rankings come out in a couple weeks.
What you say?
Will they win the championship this year?
Okay, here go my final four for the championship.
Okay, final four. Hit it.
Yeah.
Michigan
State.
Write
it down, Jersey girl, because he's going to switch it out at the end.
No. Here go my final four for real. Michigan State, Ohio State, Alabama, and Baylor. And I hate to say this. Of course, I want Alabama to come out on top. I really wouldn't mind Michigan State coming out on top. But from what I seen yesterday, man, Baylor's the real deal. Everybody's overlooking them. They the number 2 team in the country. I'm telling you, man, y'all got to sit down and watch them boys play.
All right, this weekend, since Michigan has
I'm going to send you a Baylor jersey.
Watch them.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling y'all. Long before you get a chance, you ought to go down there and check out a game, man.
I've seen them play, brother. Hey, you sang it to the choir.
I'm telling y'all okay now.
And that's fine.
Don't be so.
I'm gonna send you guys a Baylor jerseys. How's that? A Baylor.
When they hoisting that trophy up, I'm telling you. Don't say I didn't tell you.
We won't.
Huh?
Yeah, the next game is against Iowa State Cyclones, but they're gonna blow them out.
Exactly. Come on, Iowa. Don't even show up and get embarrassed like that. They'll do us a favor and stay home. Don't do that to yourself. Don't do that.
Hey, let me tell you the scores on the Baylor's wins. West Virginia, 62-38. Kansas Jayhawks, 66-7.
See?
Texas Tech Red Raiders, 63-35.
See what I'm saying?
Rice Owls, 70-17.
I'm telling you.
Lamar Cardinals, 66-31.
Dog, they got a 3-headed monster down there.
They have a 3-headed monster, but have they faced anybody defensively?
Those sound like basketball scores.
They are basketball scores. Not that I'm doubting anything.
Hey, hold on. While you looking up, do you got the remaining games in their schedule?
For Baylor?
Yeah.
Yeah, hold on. Man.
Pull it up real fast. Because Jersey girl up here calling them out that they ain't played nobody. You play the games that's on the schedule and you beat them.
That's right. They do.
They don't make up the schedule.
Baylor football.
Yeah, they don't make them up.
And Iowa State is next.
They got Northwestern.
They got Iowa State.
They got Houston
Kansas
Cougars.
State.
Auburn Tigers.
Now that's going to be a
Wildcats.
good game.
Wait, what?
The Auburn game going to be a good game.
No,
they gonna whoop up on Auburn, man.
Are you talking about Baylor, right?
You talking about Baylor? Who giving these different schedules? We need one schedule.
Okay, Baylor. They're gonna be playing Iowa State next week.
Okay.
They play Kansas State after that.
Okay.
After that, it's Oklahoma. After that, it's Oklahoma State, and then they finish up with TCU and Texas.
Yeah. So that's all wins.
TCU, I don't know now.
They just murderized TCU. All wins.
They've scored at least 60 points. No, at least 56. They beat SMU, but they've scored at least 60 points in the rest of their games.
They're averaging over 60 points per game.
Yeah.
I'm telling y'all, man. I'm telling you.
And that's true. But what do we always say? Good defense always stops a good offense, correct?
Well, who got the good defense they playing that's coming
Nobody's got a good defense that they're playing. So they'll probably continue to put up 60
they'll probably meet their match in the playoffs.
That's what I'm saying. They'll probably meet their match defensively in the playoffs.
So
will they be? The biggest thing is just being able to overcome that.
And see, the reason I wouldn't mind Michigan State pulling it out because we need a champ. Somebody need to bring a championship trophy back here to Detroit, Michigan. The Pistons ain't gonna do it. Tigers sucks. I ain't even gonna put the Lions name in my mouth.
No, don't do that. I think the Redskins, the Red Wings.
Yeah, okay.
They're probably the
Dark Angels.
One.
The Dark Angels.
Hey, man. Hey, we got to get them back on the air. Maybe they can bring the championship trophy back to Detroit.
Yeah, okay. Whatever.
Hey.
Whatever. Well, I would mind going to a commercial break, but the engineer, he had to run to play his numbers.
Hey, let's talk about the NFL. No, we don't talk about that blowout. Let's talk about your boy Lamar Odom.
Okay, we can talk about Lamar Odom. What would you like to talk about Lamar Odom?
Well, one thing I like to say about the brother is this. Even though he was down there doing what he had to do, at least he was in a legal establishment doing what he was doing. He ain't one of them athletes that was caught up some sexual harassment charge, some rape charge, out there cheating on his wife with some,
Since when is doing cocaine legal?
That's what I was about to say. When is cocaine legal?
I'm talking about the sexual part of it.
That ain't what put him in the coma.
Well, actually, it kind of was.
Herbal
Viagra. That got him.
The rape charges and all this type of stuff and the sexual assault charges. And I always say, I don't understand why there's a legal place. If they want to go down there, there's legal brothels. If they want to go someplace and do some sexual things, that they won't get charges brought up on them. They go out there and get these charges. Lisa Odom, he was down there in a legal place. Now, the cocaine, that's illegal. We all know that. But he was in a legal place doing what he had to do. Whatever he was doing.
Stuff.
He dropped $75,000 on that death wish that day. I mean, come on. What do you expect? He popping Viagra like M&M's. And he's snorting cocaine like it ain't no tomorrow. What the hell he think's going to happen?
That doesn't end well for you. And, I mean, good thing is that he has recovered.
That's
the good thing.
I like Lamar. I really do. He a cool guy to me.
He seemed like a very good guy.
I don't have no problem. But, man, you got to wake up and leave that stuff alone, man.
He needs help.
Your heart and your penis can't be hard at the same time. You asked him for problems.
He is.
For real, he can't have them both hard at the same time and overdose them both. Now, come on, Lamar, pick one.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
And that's
Bless his heart, though.
They almost got that came and went at the same time scenario on him.
Like you said, the main thing, the good thing is he's out the woods.
He's not completely out of the woods.
Well, I'm talking as far as death he is.
As far as death, yes. But
you don't get no deep in the woods than death.
That's true. But there are still things that could happen.
Yeah, his organs could,
He was on dialysis for a minute there.
He still is, ain't he?
I know.
Ain't no such thing as getting off of dialysis, is it?
Yeah, there is.
It is? Oh, you can get off of that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can have kidney injuries that just recover pretty quickly. It's called acute kidney failure. But then, then there's the chronic kidney failure that comes from, like diabetes or whatever, where, you're never getting off dialysis in that case.
You can get a kidney transplant and get off of it, right?
Yeah, you can get a kidney transplant and get off of it.
Oh, okay, then.
Yeah, and what they're doing, they're flushing his kidneys out of the toxins.
Right, so that's why he will probably be able to come off of it once his organ.
They need to flush his nose of the cocaine.
Stop it. Once things get flushed out and things get going again, then he'll probably be able to stop dialysis.
I wonder how long it's gonna take for this to get on the Kardashian show. They showed up. I bet you they had the camera crew and everything.
And and that's what if that's what irks me about the whole situation. If there are really cameras and stuff like that waiting, and we're recording some of this,
there's cameras,
that's awful. Because I think that they at least have to have the sense to say, all right, time out. We need to assess the situation and see what's going on before we start putting it out there. And yeah, it's gonna be a part of their show regardless, because
oh yeah,
that's
they're
just
gonna,
who they
gonna
are.
make some money off
But
of
at the
it.
same time, they should just kind of just mention it if they have to in their show, and not hopefully have the cameras and stuff in the hospitals, things like that. So that's my hope. I hope that they, at least know better. And I understand, that Chloe was his wife or is his wife or whatever they've got going on. And that's fine. The man's going to need some support. He's had a lot of loss. He's had a lot of issues in his life, and he has to deal with it. And having support helps.
I just hope he learned from this. That's
I
my
hope so
main
too.
thing, too.
I hope so too.
Because I can't. I'm gonna say this. I said a little prayer for the brother. I don't want to. Like I said, I like Lamar. You know what I'm saying? I really.
Yeah,
do.
you always say a prayer for
I
somebody
don't
like
want to
that.
see
You
nothing,
feel bad.
To go out like that. You know what I'm saying? He's only 35 years old.
Yeah, it's too young to be going out like that.
Going out like that.
35 years old, and taking all them pills. Something must be deeper than that.
And I know everybody make mistakes and do things out here they ain't supposed to, but hopefully you learn. That's the main thing, because Lamar can't keep praying for you in and out of comas every week. Now, come on.
Yes, you can.
Every week you at the whorehouse and in comas. Lamar, I can't. My prayers only can reach.
Hey, dropping 75 grand.
75 big ones.
Jeez.
Man, he could have gave some of that money to me.
He could have had me for 50.
Oh, God.
For 50 G's.
On that note.
And after that, we're going to take a quick commercial break. And then we come back. We're going to, you want to join in, give your Lions pick. 313-868-3688. We're going to jump into the Lions playing the Chicago Bears. And we are going to also talk about how the Cardinals came in and made them bend over and grab their ankles. We'll be back.
Oh, Lord. Razor, because it's designed for a head that's as smooth as a billiard ball. Don't settle for anything less than a Cobra razor, because it's designed to comfortably transform from a face-shaving razor to a head-shaving razor with just the click of a button. Treat your head to the closest shave you can imagine at CobraRazors.com. Cobra Razors, for a head that's as smooth as you are.
Hello, Detroit Sports Jersey listeners. If you would like to be a sponsor of Detroit Sports Jersey, the email address is info@DetroitSportsJersey.com. And the phone number is 313-624-7814. We air every Sunday at 11 a.m. Eastern on FM 88.1 WHPR with live streaming at FM 88.1 WHPR.com. Detroit Sports Jersey offers reasonable sponsorship rates. Detroit Sports Jersey is sponsored by ENO Productions /Fiverr. That's Fiverr. ENO Productions /Fiverr does video production work, and this is where Detroit Sports Jersey goes for video work week after week. Again, that's ENO Productions /Fiverr. That's Fiverr.
All right, welcome back to Detroit Sports Jersey, 313-868-3688. Jersey girl up in the house.
Holla.
And Longhorn, what time is it?
Game time, prime time. Detroit Sports Jersey Media time. Let's talk about these Lions and these Bears. Oh, my.
And Haley Scott is out. She's hanging out in Chicago. Say hello to Sylvester for me while you up in Chicago.
Sylvester.
Yeah, Sylvester. That's R. Kelly.
No, Sylvester, we gotta talk right now. Okay.
Oh, Lord. Who's Sylvester?
You get to call him. That's his middle
Okay.
name. Only us close friends.
Only
can call
his
him
close
that.
people
Yeah.
call
Who's
him that.
Sylvester?
Huh?
Who is Sylvester?
R. Kelly. You ain't allowed to call him
Oh,
that. That's
excuse me.
so don't you? Only the close friends.
Because I didn't touch the hand that touched the R.
Exactly. You mean that he begged to touched.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Yeah, let's get on
about,
into these Lions and Bears and Tigers.
No.
Oh, my.
Hold on. Before we jump into the Bears, let's address the game last week. And also I want to address what the receiver Golden Tate said about you Detroit Lions fan, that y'all are bums, y'all let them down, y'all booing them. I mean,
you know what, Tate?
Golden
Let me tell you something about it. Go ahead, address that, and I got a reply for Tate. Go ahead.
First of all, Golden Tate, this product that you're putting out on the field, what do you want? What you want the people to do? To cheer for that?
Yeah.
You want them to cheer for the turnovers, cheer for non-productive. You ain't doing nothing. I mean, do you want people to actually cheer for that garbage that's being put out there on the field? What you should have said is, I can't believe that they actually supporting us while we going through this miserable, just
awful
season of, I don't know, man. What do you want from the people? They paying $100 a ticket
to watch this.
$29 for a glass of beer. $32 for a hot dog. What you want from them? Come on.
Exactly.
Golden Tate, you out of order, my man. I mean, you only, what, he been in 2 years?
2 years.
So you know what it is? You know
he doesn't understand. That's what it is.
You know why he don't understand?
Because he's been around 12. He's been around.
A winner.
Exactly.
He ain't used to dealing with this loser mentality
exactly.
Here. And that's what they have here in Detroit, a loser mentality. So I kind of understand his statement, but I don't think he should have said it.
No, he shouldn't have.
No.
He doesn't understand, and I think that, somebody pointed out, he went to Notre Dame. He was in Seattle. And, again, those people are expected to win, and winning is just what they do. And then you come here to Detroit, and, his first season, they go to the playoffs. So he's like, this is just what happens. This is how it is. And he gets this, and he's just like, well, wait. Why are you guys booing us? He doesn't understand. He doesn't understand the futility of this franchise. He doesn't understand, like you said, the losing culture, the losing mentality. And this will be an eye-opener for him as well.
But see, that's the price he have to pay.
Exactly.
Instead of staying in Seattle where the winning mentality is at.
But you got to think about it, too. How old is Tate?
What?
How old is Tate about?
Tate is mid-20s. Give me a second.
Like
all right, mid-20s. Well, we check that out. One thing Tate has to realize, he's talking about he don't understand why they getting booed and all this type of stuff. You got Lions fans from way back in the day before he was even born coming to the game. So they done went through the rough times and the bad times and the 0-16 records, and they still hung in there with the fans. So the fans have every right to boo, just like you say. If you come in with some non-productivity and putting out some stuff out there that's not even entertaining, not even close, I mean, it's not even so close that you can say, oh, man, we almost had that game. It's not even so close you can say, well, we lost, but it was a good game. Of course he's going to boo him. He's going to try to say, he's going to sit up there and act like if his team, I want to know who his team is. If he going to see a team getting blown out, 0-5 record, 42-17, is he going to stay there all the way to the end with the clock ticking down and say, come on, fellas, we know we're going to pull this out? Are you serious, Tate? Come on now. You need to wake up and smell the coffee.
He's 27.
Went to the playoff last year.
He's 27.
And, and now you acting like brand new.
They turned the ball
You know how
over.
the game of football is.
They turned the ball over 6 times. Stafford had 3 interceptions. You want us to cheer that for real, Tate? You want that to be cheered? You want to stand up and clap for that? You last in rushing with 245 yards, averaging 2.8 yards a carry.
That's awful.
You want us?
You want
us
to
cheer that?
Right now.
Do you really want us to cheer that?
You know what we're gonna have to do? I'm a Lions fan. Got it. And we had the funeral last Sunday for the Lions team. I'm about to go on Tate's Facebook page and post up the funeral.
And to give you some kind of idea how bad the rushing is, the league leading Seahawks have 712 yards and averaging 4.8 yards carry, almost 5 yards a carry. That's how bad they suck, man. They flat out suck. They pulled your boy Stafford. He has to go.
No, but you know what Caldwell said?
What?
we're going to stick with him.
Oh, no.
He's our quarterback.
Whoa.
So you know what's going to happen?
What?
He's making. I was going back and forth, Jersey Girl, on Twitter this weekend. Well, this
you
week.
Were?
With some diehard Stafford fans.
Okay.
And they told me, well, what happened in 2012, 2013? He would have been good then if CJ hadn't got hurt. And I said, what you trying to tell me is when they had Stafford in on that big old mega contract, did they tell him when he came into the league, we're going to base your success off of a wide receiver, not on your ability, but off of a wide receiver. So if the wide receiver is doing good, guess what, Stafford? You're the man. If the wide receiver is doing bad, it's not your fault. It's because the wide receiver is hurt or injured. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Stafford has to go. And how you going to keep it? The season is already is going downhill. The brakes is off on the season on this one. The brakes is off the other direction.
No. Here go the statement that killed me, what Caldwell said. It's
What's
just
that?
like a pitcher having an off night. Come on, Caldwell, for
Yeah,
real.
a pitcher having an off night.
Come on, Caldwell, for real.
But what do you?
You 0-5. Ain't no pitcher having no off nights in 5 games. Caldwell, come on. Let me give you some more fuzzy numbers here with your boy.
Some more fuzzy numbers.
Nah, I'm gonna stay away from the 0-18. Ain't winning? Ain't won against a winning team on the road. I ain't even gonna mention that.
What's
He
the
gonna let that
point?
one slide.
But you know what they also are?
What?
3-35 against plus 500 teams.
Okay.
Okay. I know you're on your dying, Jersey girl.
I mean,
I know these
what
numbers and all
else?
these facts are killing you. You don't want to hear it.
No,
you
but
have
here's
to
the
face
thing.
the music.
I've faced the music. They suck. Okay, when was the last time they won anything? They haven't. So of course, when you give me fuzzy numbers that say that they're 3-35 against something, of course they are. They are. What have they been good at?
I'm glad you
Nothing.
I'm glad you brought that up.
Not a thing.
You just segue right into my next.
Okay,
segment
what?
here. Like you said, they never won nothing.
They haven't won anything
Since 91, right? Do we
Right,
agree on that? Let me
exactly.
tell you what's jumping off at 91.
What happened in 91?
Okay. Who you think the NBA champs was in 91?
91, that was the Bulls' first year.
Yep, over the Lakers.
Yep.
In a 4-1 series.
Yep.
NHL, it was the Pittsburgh Penguins over the Minnesota North Stars in a 4-2
Ooh,
series.
not the Minnesota North Stars.
And I didn't even know they made the playoffs.
91 in
91.
baseball, the Twins won the World
over
Series.
my Braves.
The Atlanta
And them
Braves.
Bandits,
There you
my
go.
love.
Yeah,
I
the
love those
Braves,
Braves
yeah.
teams.
Yes,
Telling you
indeed.
what. Love them. Greg
NFL,
Maddux.
the Super Bowl champs was the Giants over the Bills, 20-19.
Yes, that was in there.
Also,
Yes.
in 91. How much do y'all think gas cost in 91?
91
Probably,
gas is probably
$1.25.
No, it was like 60 to 75 cents, somewhere in there.
60 to 75. I said 1991, not 1891.
What? I remember when I got my car, I was paying like 75 cents a gallon
How
for
old are
gas.
you, Jersey girl? Yeah.
37.
37?
Yeah.
Come on, gas was $1.14 a gallon back in 91.
In 91?
It was
91,
75 cents a
yes, it
gallon.
was.
No, it wasn't.
A pound of bacon cost $1.95. Dozen eggs was 85 cents. The Daddy Bush was president.
Daddy Bush was president, and that's when, what?
And guess who was still
Iraq.
the mayor of the great city of Detroit?
Coleman A. Young.
Coleman A. Young.
Oh, man, they young, brother.
The #1 movie in 91 was Terminator 2.
I'll be back.
Yes, indeed. So you're right. It has been a long
It's been a long
time.
So, yeah, when you say losing stats, it's no surprise because they suck. So that's what I'm saying. Yes, I love them. Yes, I think they break my heart. But at the same
But
time,
see, you still want to stick with this quarterback.
because what else are you going to do?
You draft. Okay, let me tell you what you do.
The Jersey girl say.
No.
The Jersey girl say.
I'm gonna tell you what you
gonna
do.
do. We
I'm
gotta
gonna tell
stay
you what
with
you
her.
do.
What do you do?
You do like Green Bay did.
What?
You draft a quarterback.
Okay.
You let him sit. How did that work out for Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers?
Okay, but again, who is he sitting behind? Okay, Brett Favre. You hate Stafford so much. Let me get this right. He sucks so much, but you want to draft somebody to sit behind him if he sucks so much?
But you're grooming him. But you know why
you grooming him from?
You're
grooming him from Stafford?
No.
Who are you grooming him
with?
You
grooming him on how not to play.
Oh, that's what you said.
Yeah, you grooming him on how not to play.
I'm done. I'm done with you. You can't do that.
He's going to say, you see how you put that interception?
You're supposed to learn. If you're sitting behind somebody, you're supposed to learn.
You can't learn behind that garbage.
That's what I'm saying. So what are you going to do?
You teaching them on how. Okay, what you do. I'll tell you what you do. You bring in a veteran quarterback that's been playing a while. And I'm talking about not playing now.
But say like somebody like a John Kitna, Jeff Garcia.
No. Okay, how about this? How about you go out there and hire.
Because how did it work with those guys?
No, you hire a veteran quarterback that done one like a Kurt Warner to teach the young boy how to play football.
Apparently he doesn't want to do that.
You know, who don't want to do that?
Stafford.
It's obvious. Look at his kids play a field.
Exactly.
That's him. I'm talking about for the rookie, the young guy. You go out there and you bring in somebody and hire them as a quarterback coach. Somebody done been playing in the trenches. Somebody that done won. Like I said, Kurt Warner would be a perfect example.
Go hire Joe Montana.
You know, him too. Whoever. But you bring in somebody that's a winner with a winner mentality. My man, your days are numbered here. Listen here, I'm going to give you some more fuzzy number on your boy.
Here we go.
I'm going to give you some more fuzzy number.
Tell me all about it.
2009 to 2015,
okay.
Stafford, 59% completion. 137 TDs, 93 interceptions.
Woo, Lord. How many said again?
93 interceptions.
Good God Almighty.
7 yards per attempt and a 83.1 passer rating in 82 games. Why would you want that still on your team? And why is he being paid like an elite quarterback is beyond me. The numbers don't lie. Let me give you some numbers on the great quarterback who played at the University of Michigan and done his thing in the NFL, which, by the way, I'm picking the Patriots to win the Super Bowl again this year.
I think so. Tom Brady's a little
Let me tell you what
pissed.
Tom Brady did.
Please tell me what Tom Brady did.
In his first
Please. I mean, because obviously the two of them have the best talent, right?
Girl, you ain't got to have no attitude. Now,
I don't have an attitude.
I didn't draft Stafford. I
didn't draft Stafford either.
You can chill with the two, though.
I don't have an attitude.
Hey, Jersey girl, so like, tell me how you really feel about Stafford.
No, I know he hates him.
Now, 2007, Patriots won the Super Bowl.
Yes, they did.
In the first 4 games, we're going to match up what Brady did in 2007 to what he's doing now in 2015. 2007,
Brady?
Yes.
Okay.
13 touchdowns. Now, this is just strictly 2007.
In the first 4 games?
First 4 games,
okay.
just the first 4 games.
Okay, that's fine.
This is why I say he on pace to win the Super Bowl again. 13-2. He had 13 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Quarterback rating of 89, completion percentage 79%, and passing yards 1,118. This is the first 4 games, 2007, on his way to winning the Super Bowl. 2015, this is what he's had done in the first 4 games. 11 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, 72 quarterback rating, completion rate 73, and 1,387 yards. The boy is the beast. And I'm telling you something, let me put this out there too. I'm like Brady Daddy tonight. I want him to put 60 up on Indy. That's what the Brady Daddy said. I want him to put 60.
I kind of do too.
I want him to put 60 up. Matter of fact, I guarantee you he's going to attempt to try to do that.
It's not going to be pretty.
So you want him to play like the Baylors, huh? You want to be like the Baylors Bears.
Tom Brady is coming back.
No. Well, see, what's going to happen is it's going to put all of that deflate gate thing to rest in his mind.
It's never going to.
Well, in his mind.
It's never going to.
Because he's going to show them that I can, I didn't need to cheat to whoop y'all. Now I'm going to whoop you like I'm your daddy. I'm coming into your own home, and I'm going to whoop you like I own you. Now, he's 4-0. The Patriots 4-0 now. These are supposed to be in the 4 games he's supposed to be suspended for.
Right on.
You know.
But you know what I would like to see him to do, and I know this is unlike sportsman conduct, but I would like to see him do this at the end of the game. Walk over there to the coach of the Colts and their team and give them the football and say, check the weight on this. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, how about
the winning football? Here you go. Just pitch it to him.
How about
check the weight on this?
How about this?
How about what?
I kind of like where Longhorn went with that, but I'm gonna take it a step farther. How about after the game, he walk over there and hand them the ball and say, "How do y'all like feeling my balls now?" Hello.
Y'all crazy. How about just hang that 60 on him and walk off, drop the ball, and be like, "I'm done." That's what he needs to do.
All right, let me ask you
do what?
Just hang that 60 and then drop the ball and walk off. Just walk off.
In the middle of the field, just drop it like the mic, like Bruce.
No, at the end of the game, if he puts up that 60 or whatever he scores today, just drop the ball and just keep it moving. Because he got nothing left to prove.
You know what? He should just drop it like Bruce, walk to the middle of the field, hold it in the air, and drop it like a mic and just walk off like that.
There you go.
Let me ask y'all a quick question.
Sure, go ahead.
Out of all these teams that are still undefeated, the Packers, New England, Cincinnati, Denver, and Carolina, who got the best chance to go 16-0?
Patriots.
You first, Jersey girl.
Patriots.
I knew y'all was gonna say that. I should have eliminated them. Okay, let's eliminate.
Okay,
them.
let's take them out of it.
Who's the next contender?
Who did you say?
Packers, Cincinnati, Denver, and I did have ATL on there, but they lost.
Yeah, they're
the other
done.
night. Packers, Cincinnati, Denver, and Carolina.
Out of those, the Packers, but I don't feel strongly about it.
I would say the Packers. Cincinnati, I don't feel strongly about Cincinnati and the Bengals, Cincinnati Bengals, but
I mean, Andy Dalton is playing real good right now. He's playing some good ball.
Actually,
he is.
My list, how I would number this, I would put New England first, Packers second, Cincinnati third, Denver fourth, and Carolina last.
Yeah.
That's how I would.
Because Denver to me is just squeaking by. They're winning, but they're not dominating. You know what I'm saying?
Al Davis say, just win, baby, win.
Oh, Lord, here you go. 1 point and a half a point as long as you win.
Exactly. Just
hey, Jersey girl, unless his team loses.
All right.
Then it's a good game. Well, it was a good game.
I don't have no team.
But it was a good game.
I don't have no team. And speaking of that, let me tell you something about
He's
that.
a fan at large.
I'm not even no Patriots. I love Tom Brady. I'm not even no Patriots fan, but I'm picking him to win the Super Bowl. I'm picking him to win it all.
That's fine.
So if Brady was to lead, the Patriots, you'll just follow Brady where he goes.
Brady, once he leaves the Patriots, he's retired.
Yeah, he's retired. He ain't going nowhere.
He's not going anywhere after that.
So when Brady leaves, when Brady retires and go home, Will is gonna be outside his front yard talking about, "What's up, Pat? What's up, Tom? What's going on?"
You know, that was a disgrace when Joe Montana left the 49ers to go play for Kansas City. That was it's just like Michael Jordan up in there in Washington Wizards. What is that? What is that? Man, that's a disgrace to their career. What are they doing? And Tom Brady ain't going nowhere.
I was going to say Tom Brady's just walking off. He's done.
Exactly. He's done.
Yeah, he's going to the house.
You know. All right, let's switch gears here. Longhorn, you got some did you knows and some credit report or credit fraud or whatever you got going on?
Yeah, I got some did you knows.
Okay.
Did you know that 78% of NFL players go bankruptcy 2 years after they leave the league?
I can believe that.
Yeah. You ever see Broke?
78%.
You ever see Broke on ESPN?
Nah.
Man, y'all got to check that out for real. That's amazing. And ooh, man, hear them players coming straight from their mouths. The money that they lost.
It's awful.
Remember Bernie Kosar?
Mm-hmm.
His own daddy ripped him off.
Really?
He said he gave his daddy all his money. I'm like, what? Dad? No, hell no. He said, yeah, because he felt like.
It's sad.
I guess he was trying to win his approval to be somebody, to accept him as his son. Man, hell out of here.
Yeah. All right,
and these poor people don't have people to help them that can, that they can trust with their money.
Well, you know why?
Dr. Naismith is known as the inventor of basketball, right?
Right.
He also introduced the helmets to football. He is known also as one who introduced the helmets to football.
I did not know that.
Dr. Naismith. So that's another thing old Doc got into the NFL.
Let's take the let me stop you there for a second. I'm gonna piggyback on that. Let's take the concussions out of football. Would y'all rather see them play back like they did in the old days with no helmet?
No.
No. They got that. That's called.
I want to see at least one game
rugby.
Like
that. Helmet free.
It's called rugby, man.
All right, go ahead, Longhorn. I would like to see.
All right, one more last. Did you know that Deion Sanders is the only person to hit a home run and score an NFL touchdown in the same week? Also, he's the only person to play in the World Series and the Super Bowl. Deion Sanders.
That's right.
Didn't he do that with the Braves and the Cowboys? Or with
he
the Braves and
did that with the
49ers.
Braves and the...
Let me say one thing about when he came to the 49ers. We was on our way to winning a Super Bowl. We didn't need him. I said it. We was on our way to winning a Super Bowl. People get mad when I say that, but it's the truth. We was stomping people left and right. But go ahead, Longhorn, with your credit thing.
All right. Did you know that people out there stealing Social Security numbers of kids and running up charges and credit on? So make sure that you check your kids. You can go on credit.com, annual credit report, free annual credit report, and run your kids' Social Security numbers, especially when they get in their teens, to make sure nobody's stealing their identity, running up charges on their Social Security number. So make sure you go out there and check that out.
Hey, Longhorn.
Yes.
Did my kids call you and told you something was going on shady on
that? They did. They must have.
They said you was putting light bills in their names again.
In their name. Hang on, I'm trying to see about Deion Sanders. Hold on.
I think he did that with.
They try to say, "Hey, Will," they talking about you putting telephones and cell phones and everything in their name. So they said they want to put that out.
All right, let me
check your kids.
I was about to say it was with Dallas.
It was Dallas.
It was Dallas. That's what I thought.
Yep.
Cowboys.
All right, true or false? Then we're gonna move on to the big dummies. Then we're gonna wrap it up after that. Here we go. True or false? Number one. A woman was found hiding out in a porta potty and got arrested. And are Colorado McDonald's offering marijuana-friendly zones? And did a 14-year-old really get pregnant from a flu shot, impregnated from a flu shot? Which one is the false story?
That last one is false. Anybody get pregnant from a flu shot?
That last one is like beyond false. That's just dumb.
Okay, you ain't gotta give the personal attacks now. Because you frustrated with your Lions and Wolverines, you coming in all frustrated, taking personal shots at me. Actually, number 2 and 3, I put a little twist with 2 false ones in there. So yeah.
See, why are you trying to fool us like that?
Yeah, I'm trying to keep y'all on your toes.
I see.
I ain't gonna lie.
That last one was
week. I've been sick. I couldn't get it right.
A gimme false right there, brother.
You say what?
That was a gimme.
That last one was a gimme false.
Well, actually, people actually thought it was true from the website I found it on.
I'm sure they did, though, because people in
some idiots out here
immunization,
now. Don't act like it ain't no idiots out here. Don't
There
act like
are
I'm the only one.
I am an idiot.
Oh, how'd you like what your boy did last week to Tom Brady? Greg Hardy.
See?
How'd you like that, huh?
Oh,
Put him on his back twice.
Big dummy right there.
Right.
Put him on his back
but
twice.
Who won?
All right,
who won?
Let's move on to our big dumb. Yeah, you're right. They got the victory.
Then.
They blew him out.
I was about to say, so what?
All right, let's move on to y'all. Got y'all big dummies ready?
Ready.
Right,
oh, yeah, bring them on, brother.
Big dummy, big dummy, big dummy, big dummy, big dummy, big dummy.
All right, ladies first. Jersey girl, who's your big dummy for the week?
My big dummy is none other than Willie Henry, number 69, for my Michigan Wolverines.
I was going to say, Henry, what do you do?
No, not that Henry. Willie Henry, the linebacker from Michigan. He got flagged for a personal foul penalty.
After when he got thrown out of the game?
No, that wasn't it. After the ball, after the players were down, he comes in at the end, just like dives on Connor Cook, and a 15-yard penalty. It stopped the drive, and then the 15-yard penalty kept it going. So, Willie Henry, you're my big dummy. I love you, but you're my big dummy.
Big dummy, big dummy, big dummy.
All right, Longhorn, who's your big dummy for the week?
All right, real quick. There was a guy in the neighborhood who was robbing houses. So now this is the big dummy on his part, but the cops asked an 11-year-old girl about the robber, and she drew a little stick figure of the robber, and because of that little stick figure that she drew, they were able to catch this robber. So this big dummy robber is now in jail based off of a stick figure that this young girl drew of him. So that dude is a big dummy. And congratulations to the 11-year-old who drew the stick figure of the guy.
All right, here we go. Here's my big dummy for the week. Terry Bradshaw. He went on this big rant and rave about how Greg Hardy shouldn't be in the NFL for the domestic violence thing that he did or whatever. Okay, I get that, but he went on this big rant, this big speech. You heard? Did you hear it?
I didn't hear it.
Yeah, but you heard about it.
I heard about it, yeah.
But my thing is this, Terry Bradshaw, where was this big speech when you was playing with some domestic abusers? Because don't tell me everybody on your team was squeaky clean.
That's right.
Don't tell me everybody on your team was squeaky clean. Matter of fact, the Chicago Bears former general manager back in the 60s or 70s said he covered up over 100 cases of domestic abuse.
It's easily said.
So Terry Bradshaw, where was your big speech on this? Would you have something on your team? And I'm quite sure you did. Matter of fact, I meant to Google and see the years he played and the teammates and see if I can find, that's my homework assignment. But for you to come out here with this big rant and rave and whatever, my man, you my big dummy of the week. I'm sorry. I
understand.
You know what I'm trying to say?
I see what you're trying to say.
And I'm not condoning what Greg Hardy did.
No, not at all. But if you're going to grandstand about it now, why didn't you grandstand about it then?
Exactly.
And that's the hard part.
That's the word I'm looking for, grandstanding.
That's where
Boom.
You got it.
Thank you, Jersey girl.
Got your back.
All right, final thoughts before we get up out of here. Go ahead, Jersey girl.
If they don't win this game, they're 0-6, and I'm not very fortunate after 0-6. So let's
you
go
fortunate
Lions.
after 0-5?
I'm thinking that they'll at least get one game in, at least one.
Longhorn.
Game time, prime time, Detroit Sports Jersey Media time, and I'm gone.
We're here every Sunday, 11 a.m., WHPR 88.1 FM. Also, I'm going to go out on a limb here. I'm going to say the Lions going to win today. Boom, I said it. We'll see you next week.
Big dummy.
Good one.
Oh, Henry.
Good one,
Henry, gotcha. Got him.
Thank you, listeners from Detroit to Central Texas, for joining us here live on Detroit Sports Jersey Media with your host, Will Sims, and co-host, Longhorn and the Jersey Girl, every Sunday at 11 a.m. Eastern, right here on FM 88.1 WHPR. Visit us at DetroitSportsJersey.com. Straight sports talk. No professionals here. Have a great week.